Big Dog Talk Podcast. The bark before the bite. Real talk about American bullies, pit bulls, and other large breeds starts now.
Deuces.
If you've been online the past couple of days, you've probably seen Hulk.
I've been on a mission since I was 16 years old. I knew one thing. I had a calling. I had a gift to share with the world. A way of life with true balance.
Meet Hulk, the internet sensation attracting millions.
Harmony. Understanding that living in the moment, you are most powerful in the now. And now, with this moment, with everything we've achieved, we've worked our entire lives to inspire millions and millions of people.
Letting your little boy play with this big old dog?
To show you, to teach you how to be the leader that exists just inside of you. To encourage you to look deeper, to love things for what they are, not for what you want them to be. To look at what's right in front of you. Dogs possess energy like nothing else on earth. A calmness that is so pure, it will change you forever. So come with us. Follow along on this epic journey. It's only just beginning. We need every mind we can reach, every house, every country, every heart, every soul. Let us teach you, not with words, with actions. Let us teach you to lead the way. I want to welcome you to paradise. Welcome to DDK9.
What is this, a freaking movie? I came here for a podcast.
So it's Marlon from DDK, the face of the game on Big Dog Talk. I know.
Were you training before you were breeding, or were you breeding before you were training?
Nah, I was training first. You know, that's like really kind of like, but not really like, you can't really say like training, but I was interested in dog training. For me, you know, the training was kind of natural. You know, I mean, I got dogs and you know, honestly, like I kind of just fell into, you know, finding out that I was good with dogs. It just kind of happened.
I think that's one of the reasons that your show and your whole movement is so successful, is they see that it's a bond between the family and the dogs. It's not just you and Hawk. It's Hawk and a bond between your kids. They can see that, you know, and I think
it's real, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's authentic.
I mean, that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? No matter the hate or whatever people want to say about me, like the reality of, you know, my life is that it's authentic, it's real. I always knew that, you know, dogs held something special in the way that they related to people. So like I always knew, no matter what was going on in my life, like whether, you know, early on, obviously, like, you know, I was working regular jobs, and, you know, I worked 2-3 jobs. I was working at different times, doing random things, you know, but I always had dogs. Like, you know, I always, from that, once I started getting into it, like, you know, I always had the dogs, you know, and that's actually where the problems became. Like, you know, I wasn't able to find housing at different times, you know, and you know, I gave up my jobs, and like, you know, half the time I couldn't do anything because I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was homeless. Like, you know, I literally used to like sleep at a playground.
That's hard to imagine. From where you are now to you being homeless is like, that's night and day.
I mean, I've been on every single news station in the United States of America. I mean, I've been on your local news. Like, I promise you, when it was going on, I was on your local news. I mean, I did all the major TV networks in all the different countries. I've done ITV like 3 times, which is basically Good Morning America, and, you know, in the UK. I did the Sunrise, which is Australia. It's basically, that's their Good Morning America. That was one of the first ones, you know, that I did. I did this network over in Brazil, Telemundo, which again, that's one of the biggest.
I'm familiar with Telemundo.
So I did that one as well. I did that one twice. I did Galileo in Germany, which is a big network over there as well. I mean, I did a network over in Japan. I don't even remember what the hell it was, to be honest. I did one in Indonesia. Again, don't remember what it was, but I was on the cover of the newspaper in, you know, like Indonesia, and the New York Times, New York Post, every magazine, everyone there. Boston, I've been in the Boston Globe. I mean, literally, even in America, we did The View, the Inside Edition, Good Morning America. I mean, I declined a lot of different shows. I took you back a little bit further to kind of give the dog people a little bit of a deeper kind of a history to that. It was like, you know, this wasn't like a
lucky thing, and all of a sudden he got this big dog, and this big dog got lucky and was on television, because that is the general perception is, and I think that's why there's so much of a backlash with you and breeders. Like, the general public, I would say, is 80 to 90% love from what I've seen in your interactions. It's the breeders that are like, It's not dog eat dog, it's
Of course
breeder
it
eat
is.
breeder. They're like, oh, yo, that's not a real pit bull, or there's bigger pit bulls, or like I don't understand why the Hulk gets so much attention. I got a dog that's just as dope over here right now. Like if people would take a look, they would see that, and that's where I seen the backlash. So how do you respond to that, and what do you feel like your contributions have been to the XL bully culture?
Everybody that's in this game, literally, you could love me or hate me. You better thank me though. Like that's just all it comes down to, because I put a light on these dogs. Like, look, there's been a lot of times where it's like, people think, like my dogs are like $1 gazillion. So right off the bat, that's just what they think. So what do you think happens? They want this type of dog, so they'll trickle down to what's next. And what do you think that is? Somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, like, I've never been like, oh, there's like not enough people in the world. I feel like that's how people are. You know what I mean? But it's like, so, to me, it's like I've given beyond to people that don't even like me. But you think I keep security because it's cute? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all just...
That's something I do want to ask you about, the security, because a lot of people feel like, first of all, I personally know that you have a boxing background, and that you can handle yourself, and that some things I'm going to leave off record, but I know that you have the tools in place to take care of what needs to be taken care of if your personal safety is involved. We'll put it that way, just like I do. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people are assuming, like, because they see you with the Shadow Group, who's a well-known protection agency, they do celebrity protection.
That's number one. Don't get no bigger than that.
No, they're huge.
Right,
they're huge. Literally, like physically and as far as a company, they're huge.
Bro, my guy arms bigger than my head, bro.
Shit's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But now, when they see that, they assume like, okay, Marlon's scared because if he goes out, he's gonna get hurt without having a bodyguard around him.
I got security all the time. I got security all the time. I got security all the time. What do you think, security free? What do you think, I pay him with kibbles and bits? It's like, I'm paying a lot of money in that, and I don't do it because it's cute. The reason why we have, security mainly is crowd control, to make sure also, like, nobody feeds the dog. We really actually don't even let anybody touch the dog for the most part, when he's out like that. When he's at events, different things. But just randomly, like, we don't know you. We don't know, like, what you might try to give to the dog, anything like that. So, they're the eyes. I've had different things happen in my house. I've had death threats. I've had real shit happen, like real shit. Not from,
why would they send out death threats over you and your dogs? Like, what would prompt that?
You'd have to talk. You'd have to ask these people.
Now, this podcast is dedicated to the bully community. If you're a bully lover, if you're into the American bully, if you're into pit bulls, you want to know more about the breed, if you want to know how to breed, this is the place for you. You want to know about dog drama, the things that happen in the breeder world. There's a lot of breeder on breeder drama. This is the place for you. You want some game? This is the place for you. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And in case you don't know, you're a part of the Big Dog Talk Pod Squad. So tap in, tune in every week. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, etc., etc. Make sure you tell a friend, tell your main chick, tell your sidekick, tell somebody. They need to know. Okay, so make sure you get involved with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Big Dog Talk.